What is good, everybody? Welcome back to TheVaultProScooters. Today, we're here for another episode of What is New in Scootering. This is the series where I go over all the new and exciting scooter parts that were just released so you guys can stay up to date and be in the know. So, in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at some brand new stuff from Envy. This episode is primarily going to revolve around new Envy stuff, but we do have a few little bits and bobs here that we're going to be taking a look at before we dive into the Envy stuff. So, sit back, get comfortable, throw your headphones on, and let's get into this episode of What's New in Scootering. The first product in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at some new Vault stuff, just so you guys can stay in the know of what's going on with us. First up, we have a few new hats. This right here is the Vault corduroy hat. It's a dad hat for you dads out there. It is corduroy. This colorway is navy blue. Originally, this hat was in black. So you have the Vault in the old English font here, LA, obviously representing where we're at. And then on the back here, you got a little Vault logo. But quality-wise, this hat is very, very nice, very affordable as well. I believe these are like 12 bucks for you guys, and can never really go wrong with corduroy. If you're not a fan of dad hats, it's okay. We have the same exact hat, but in a snapback version. But on the back of this one, you got a little scooter right here, and it says hashtag TVPS. You guys should be hashtag TVPSing on everything you post, by the way. Either way, perfect hat if you're a dad and you want to represent, here you go. Or if you're just personally a fan of snapback hats, here you go. And the last and final hat is a trucker hat. As you can see, we have this iconic Vault logo here with the LA skyline on the top and whatnot. We do like to represent that we are a local California shop. So this is a sweet logo, really comfortable hat, and once again, man, just affordable. They're so affordable. Where else are you gonna get a hat for like $12? If you guys are interested in any of the hats, all the links are down below. Moving on to the next Vault product, we have a brand new wallet. This right here is a Vault chain wallet. I know you guys might be asking yourself, who wears a chain wallet? And the answer to that is you guys. We did a poll on Instagram asking if you guys wanted to see a chain wallet, and you guys said yes. This is just a very traditional leather wallet. You have a pocket here for your cash, you have a slot for your ID, and then plenty of spots for any credit or debit cards, school IDs, gift cards, Six Flags, season passes, whatever you may have, it can fit in this wallet. On the inside, you have a nice stamped TVPS logo. Big fan of that. And then on the outside, you have the same stamped Vault logo. Very, very nice, very sleek. It is black leather. And you got this here chain. This is a 16-inch chain. It has a quick release right here. You can just snap this guy right onto your belt loop, put this guy in your back pocket, and now you have a stylish chain on the side of your pants or shorts, but you also have a safety net, so if your wallet falls out, it'll just hang there. Since this is attached to your belt loop, it can't go anywhere. I mean, stuff can fall out, but you know what I mean. You're not gonna lose your wallet. Nobody wants to lose their wallet. You gotta go through getting a whole ID, cancel all your cards, get new ones. It's not fun. If you guys are in need of a new wallet, you wanna represent the Vault, pick one of these up, link is down below. Truly beautiful. So that's gonna cover it for all the Vault product. If you wanna support the shop, it would mean the world to us. And if you guys have recommendations for anything else that we could make that you guys would be hyped to see, let us know in the comments. All right, moving on. As you guys can tell, I am a fan of Mokovel Apparel. If you guys aren't wearing scooter apparel and you're a scooter rider, that's a bummer. You guys should be supporting the scene that you're in, and there are a few brands out there that make really, really, really cool apparel, like Mokovel. This is the first Mokovel shirt that we now have available here at the Vault. It's a baby blue tee with the orange stripes going around the collar and the simple Mokovel script logo here. We do offer these in pretty much all the normal traditional sizes, really high quality t-shirt, and once again, representing another scooter brand. Baby blue, and we have the same shirt, but in this coffee brown. Just a nice light brown, black and white on the collar, and the Mokovel logo here on this one is actually a very, very dark green. It's a little subtle, but I really like it. Beautiful. And along with these two shirts, you guys can also pick up this crew neck here that I'm wearing. It's a little bit more expensive, but it is available. So if you guys got a little bit of cash burning a hole in your pocket, Christmas is right around the corner. You guys could be opening up this on Christmas Day, and you guys could look as cool as me. Well, that's pretty much all the product that is not Envy related for this episode, but it's time to get into the real beast of this video, and that's gonna be all the new Envy stuff. First up, we got some wheels. This wheel right here comes in a pretty wide variety of colorways. You can literally taste the rainbow with this wheel. But anyways, I'm just gonna show you one first. This right here is the brand new Envy Deluxe wheel. This is the first brand new wheel that we've seen from Envy in a couple years, and it's pretty sweet. You have the Envy crown logo just wrapping around the core of the wheel. It's pretty interesting how they designed the wheel around the NV logo, and you can tell. If you look at the wheel, you can see the NV logo wrapping around, and the name Deluxe, pretty cool name for a wheel. This is a 120 millimeter by 26 millimeter wide wheel. For those of you guys who don't know, NV is a big fan of doing 26 urethane wide PU. For those of you thinking that I'm speaking a different language, don't worry, let me clear it up. The traditional width of a scooter wheel is 24 millimeters. However, NV bumped it up to 26. If you guys look at the width of the wheel, you can see it's just slightly wider than the core of the wheel. And the benefit of that is you get a little bit more life of the urethane, and you get a little bit more grip when pumping around bowls or getting a little bit sideways on your scooter. So it's pretty cool. They do come with pre-installed NV ABEC 9 bearings, so they'll spin right out of the box. Most of the NV wheels are sold individually as well, so if you guys are looking to buy some of these wheels, you need to make sure to add the quantity of 2, because if you add 1, you're only gonna get 1 wheel, and that's gonna be a bummer on Christmas. Urethane hardness is 86A on the NV Deluxe wheels, so a bit of a softer wheel. And last but not least, for the NV Deluxe wheel, each one weighs 0.6 pounds. So with the full set, you have under a pound of weight being added to your scooter, which is pretty interesting to see how scooter wheels are getting lighter and lighter every single year, making the Deluxe wheel one of the lightest 120 millimeter wheels on the market today. So it's time to go through the 1000 color options. First up, we have the red wheel. Next is blue. We also have green. This is yellow. Finally, we have orange. Next up is teal. And finally, we have your traditional black on black colorway. You can buy this wheel in any color, and you are destined to find one that will match your scooter. Look at that. Look at all those colors. This is pretty satisfying. We just took a look at the NV Deluxe wheels, but there's also another new wheel from NV. This wheel right here is the NV Diamond Hollow Core wheel. NV has had hollow core wheels before, and they have had the Diamond wheel before, but now they have merged the two, so we have the Diamond Hollow Core wheel. This is a 120 millimeter by 24 millimeter hollow core wheel that is cut out all around the center to feature a very similar design to the NV Diamond logo here. So you can see they're fairly similar, but this is a hollow core wheel and that is not. I did say 24 millimeter wide because this wheel does not feature the 26 wide urethane like we saw on the Deluxe wheel. It just features your normal traditional 24 millimeter urethane all the way through. I think it makes the wheel just look a little bit more sleek, and it definitely works for this one right here. Spec wise, for the Diamond Hollow Core, it's fairly similar to the Deluxe. Pre-installed ABEC 9 bearings. They are sold individually, so you have to make sure to add that quantity of 2. They do feature the same 86A urethane hardness as the Deluxe wheels as well. And finally, they come in a couple sweet colorways. First up, black. Can never go wrong with it. It's always a good option. This is chrome, so it's the exact same wheel, obviously, just black urethane, chrome core. And finally, we have a brand new colorway from NV as a whole, and that is matte oil slick. This is the first time we have seen matte oil slick in scootering before, and that's pretty tight. If you guys were already a fan of the fairly popular oil slick colorway, this is for you. So the same exact colorway, instead of being gloss, this is matte. Neochrome's brother, his name is Matt. This is matte oil slick right here. This is a brand new colorway from NV. I know they've introduced some of their other parts in this colorway, and you guys will see in just a sec, they actually have a couple completes in this colorway. So those are the 2 brand new wheel designs that we have from NV. Before we dive in to the brand new completes, let's take a look at a bunch of new grip tape. This is a lot of grip tape. Look, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like 1,000 sheets here. Each sheet is 6 inches wide by 23 inches long, all the same price, same size, except they all feature different graphics. So let's get into it. First up, NV Colt grip tape in green. NV Colt grip tape in red. NV Colt grip tape in rainbow. Finally, NV Colt grip tape in blue. Moving on, Neuron grip tape in blue. Neuron grip tape in green. Neuron grip tape in red. This is the Heist grip tape. This is the Charge grip tape. Finally, this is the NV Soul grip tape. Moving on to some brand new Galaxy designs. This is the Lagoon Galaxy.
Lagoon.
Next up, this is the Mystic Galaxy. All right, next up, this is my favorite of the new Galaxy colorways. This is the Crab Galaxy. This is the Veal Galaxy. And last but not least, this is the Star Galaxy. So that right there was about 20 new sheets of Envy grip tape that is available for you guys to purchase. If you're a fan of Envy or you're a fan of their bright colorways and whatnot, this is definitely the grip tape for you. Before we move into the completes, we do have one more product from Envy to show you guys, and that is their brand new T-bar. This right here is the brand new Envy Thermal V2 T-bar. The Thermal has been Envy's T-bar since I can remember, and now the V2 version is finally here. So the Envy Thermal V2 bar comes 23.6 inches wide by 28.4 inches tall. So you guys can see the oversized diameter without a slit. You guys can have a slit installed if you're looking to ride HIC compression. However, straight out of the box, you can only ride SCS compression. You guys are probably asking yourself, why do these already have grips on them? That's because Envy is including a free pair of grips with every purchase of the Thermal V2 bar. So this is literally how the bar comes out of the box. You get a free brand new pair of clear Envy TPR V2 grips. You buy this bar and you get the grips and you already have grips you like, hook up a homie. Give them away. Who doesn't like free grips? And when it comes to weight, the Envy Thermal V2 bar comes in at 2.6 pounds as is. So you could be nearing titanium bar weight with a steel bar by Envy. That's how you know they did a lot of designing to make this bar as light as possible. Design-wise, you guys can see this Envy logo here right on the top of the bar. It's actually a cutout, which is really, really nice. I'm currently holding the matte black colorway, however, it does come in a few others. Next up is silver. So the same exact bar with the clear grips as well, like I mentioned, and it looks really, really good. And moving on to the last color that I physically have with me today, and that is slate. Slate is just a very, very dark gray. It's very similar to black. If you see it in person, I promise you this is just a very, very nice matte gray. I'm sure the camera's doing justice, but just in case you guys were confused, it's a really, really cool colorway. And there is a fourth colorway that the bar is available in. You guys are gonna have to deal with a photo of it on screen right here. So that is bronze, just a traditional bronze colorway. Either way, beautiful T-bar. It's really cool to see Envy going back to older products, reimagining them, redesigning them, just making them as light as possible and updating them for the times. So the thermal bar is back and available here at TheVaultProScooters. So that pretty much covers all the new aftermarket parts that we have here from Envy. There were a few parts that I actually don't have here today that Envy is gonna be releasing. I know that the matte oil slick colorway will be available in some aftermarket parts. I'll throw up a photo right now that Envy has released just so you guys can get an idea of what those look like. But as soon as Envy releases those will also be available. So if you're watching this in the future, go check. It's probably available now. Time to move on to the bread and butter, probably why a lot of you guys clicked on this video, and that is because the most popular scooter is now available in some brand new colorways. So let's grab the Prodigy and let's see what it's packing. This right here is a brand new colorway of the Envy S9 Prodigy Pro scooter. As far as the complete goes this time around, it is no different than the S9 Prodigy that was released last year. They did introduce a few new colorways, and that is what we're gonna be talking about today. This right here is a brand new colorway that is called Reflect. All black Prodigy here with some chrome accents, and this is where it gets crazy. You see that? It's reflective. Tying into the name. Primarily chrome, there's actually a little bit of a holographic to it, if you guys will. Depending on the angle that you look at, the chrome looks rainbowy and very reflective. So if you guys had like holographic Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon cards as a kid, it's gonna have a very similar look to the bottom of this. Really, really cool design. I'm a big fan of the all black scooter with just the subtle hints on the bottom. If you guys pick up this scooter, it's already primarily black, which means adding on another color later in time, it's gonna be very, very easy. You could throw on some red wheels, some red grips, and like a red headset, and now you have a black and red scooter. And if you wanna do black and white, guess what? All you have to do is replace the red parts with white and you're done. When buying a new scooter, it's definitely something you guys should be taking into account. Next up, chrome. As you guys can tell, this is a primarily chrome Envy S9 Prodigy, which is another really, really sweet colorway. I'm surprised we haven't seen it before. Same exact scooter as the one that I just showed you, except you're featuring the chrome Reaper bar, the chrome Prodigy deck, and the chrome diamond fork. If we take a look at the bottom, you guys can see the deck is primarily chrome, except on the inside you do have the Envy Geo logo pattern going all the way through, and it does feature that reflective holographic-like pattern. The chrome diamond fork is super sick, and the chrome Reaper bar is sick too. A lot of these parts are aftermarket. You can buy this bar for about $100. You can buy this fork for about $100, or you can buy the whole scooter for $220. Really good bang for the buck right here, and cost efficient for anybody who's balling on a budget. So the Envy S9 Prodigy does come in one more color, and I hinted at it earlier, so let's grab it. You guys saw it coming, and here it is. This right here is the matte oil slick Envy S9 Prodigy. Matte oil slick, we took a look at it earlier on the Diamond Hollow Core wheel, and they put it to the test and they threw it on as a brand new colorway of the S9 Prodigy, and I think it looks incredible on this scooter. The matte oil slick is pretty tight. I'm not gonna lie, if you look at the back of the scooter, you can see it's just a really cool reflective rainbow pattern, but seeing it in matte almost makes it like play with your mind. It's a really sick colorway. Envy killed it with this one. I'm not surprised. I'm sure you guys are gonna like it as well. So we have the matte oil slick deck here, and we actually have the blue glitter wheels that we have seen on other Envy models before, and these ones are a little bit more sparkly, I feel like, than the previous ones. They almost have like a rainbowy tint to them as well. Other than that, you have a primarily black scooter, got the black fork, black clamp, black bar, and black grips, but it just ties in to the matte oil slick colorway of this scooter perfectly. Let's take a look at the bottom. Same thing, matte oil slick all the way through, but we have the Prodigy reflective logo here in the center, just like the rest of them. It just looks really good. I think this is my favorite out of the brand new colorways of the S9 Prodigy, and I'm really interested to see what your guys's are. So comment down below what your favorite colorway out of those three are. That's it for the S9 Prodigy, but that's not it for a different kind of Prodigy. Wait for it. You're not ready for it, guys. Look at it. This is the Envy S9 Prodigy XS Pro Scooter. What does XS stand for? Extra small. This right here is the mini version of the S9 Prodigy. Everything in terms of part-wise is exactly the same. You still get a Reaper V3 bar, you still get TPR grips, Prodigy clamp, Diamond fork 120, Gap wheels, and the Prodigy deck, but everything has just been shrunk down size-wise. On the bars of the Prodigy XS Mini, you have 20.5-inch wide bars by 18.5-inch tall bars. These are actually wider than they are taller. The reason for that is because the width of the bar is actually gonna give the smaller riders a lot more control when it comes to riding this thing, which I am a big fan of as well. When it comes to the deck, we're looking at 4.75 inches wide by 17.5 inches long. So once again, just shrunk down a bit, a little bit smaller than the other ones. And when it comes to weight, the Envy Prodigy XS comes in at 7 pounds. 7 pounds. Very light. When it comes to price, the Prodigy XS is $20 cheaper than the normal Prodigy, so you're looking at 200 bucks for this guy, but it is absolutely perfect for your little brother or just any rider that requires a bit of a smaller scooter. And when you have the full-size Prodigy right next to it, it's pretty cool just to see that they're the exact same scooter. And the Prodigy Extra Small also comes in chrome. Literally the same exact scooter that I just showed you earlier of the chrome Prodigy, however, the mini version. Well, that wraps up all of the Envy Prodigy scooters for this video. Once again, if you guys are interested in any of those completes that I just showed you, all the links will be down below. Envy has one of the greatest reputations in the pro scooter world, so if you're looking to get a brand new scooter, you could pretty much never go wrong with anything made by Envy. So I think it's time we move into the last product of this episode of What's New in Scootering, and that is the brand new Envy Dirt Scooter. Yeah, look at this freaking thing. It takes up like the entire table. This right here is the brand new Envy ATS V2 Dirt Scooter. If you guys didn't know, it stands for All-Terrain Scooter. So ATS V2 Dirt Scooter, since it is the V2, that means there was obviously a V1, but most of you guys probably didn't scooter when the V1 was available, so here we have the V2. If you guys don't know, dirt scooters have been around for years. I feel like the first Phase 2 ones that I ever heard or saw came out over 10 years ago. It's really cool to see that dirt scoots are making a comeback. The rubber tires with air just makes flowing around any concrete park a lot of fun. Dirt scoots are very popular for dads that just want to get something to cruise around with their kids. And if you are fortunate enough to have dirt jumps or trails or anything around you, that's where this thing shines. You can literally take this onto the dirt and ride it like it's a normal scooter, and it is one of the most fun things I have ever done in my life. If you guys want to see somebody going absolutely crazy on a dirt scooter, look up some videos of like Dylan Morrison riding it. We'll throw in a clip or two really quick just so you can see what it's capable on these guys. And as you guys can tell, Dylan Morrison's an absolute maniac, but it really does just show how much fun you guys can have on these. So let's talk specs. When it comes to the bar on the NV ATS V2 Dirt Scoot, you guys are gonna get a NV KOS charge bar. So it's the same exact bar that you would get on one of the brand new KOS charge models, which is pretty sweet. You're looking at 23.6 inches wide by 25.6 inches tall. You are running SCS compression. This is NV's Omen SCS. The height of the bar is 26.5 in SCS, just in case you were wondering. Moving down the fork, we have a brand new version of the Dirt Scoot fork. Very slim, very sleek. Features a very similar axle that we would see on NV's normal forks. Male to female Allen wrench, 6mm of course. We don't mess around with that 5mm stuff no more. So you guys just twist this knob here and you guys have access to the valve, so you guys can pump it up just like a normal bike tire or a car tire. It does have the recommended PSI and everything on the side of the tire, so just follow those instructions and you guys will be good to go. Moving on to the deck, this is a brand new Dirt Scoot deck. Really, really interesting design here. It definitely looks like an NV deck, which is pretty sweet. Specs wise for the deck, this guy is 6 inches wide by 22.6 inches long. As you guys can see as well, there's a big old NV brake on the back here. To tighten up the brake or loosen the brake, you have two 6mm bolts here on the top of the deck, just like your normal NV deck brake. Grip tape does have a giant ATS cutout here. You can be reminded what kind of Dirt Scoot you got. And when we move on to the back of the deck, you guys can see we have nylon dropout inserts right here. If we take a look at the bottom, this is where things get cool. We have these two giant cutouts here to reduce weight, and this really, really cool cutout here that actually says ATS as well. Plenty of room here to do 50/50s, feebles, board slides, any grind that you want, you guys can do it. Last but not least, when it comes to the specs for the NV ATS V2 Dirt Scooter, let's talk about weight. The normal NV Prodigy weighs about 8 pounds. How much do you guys think this guy is gonna weigh? All right, answer is 11 pounds, which is absolutely incredible because we have a custom build right over there that weighs probably 11 pounds, but this giant dirt scooter weighs 11 pounds. That just goes to show in 2022, you guys can really have some of the lightest dirt scoots in the world. When it comes to color, the Dirt Scoot comes in 2 different color options. First is white, as you can see. Everything is black except for the white deck, but there's one more. All right, next up is black. On this model, you have the black deck instead of the white deck, and you also have the chrome Omen SCS and the chrome fork to match, along with chrome accented hubs. So if you guys look at the front wheel, you can actually see now where it is a combination of aluminum and plastic. The aluminum is actually silver here to match the fork, and the ring around the wheel is actually plastic, or nylon, I should say. Not plastic, nylon. Everything else is black except for those guys, and you can actually even see here on the deck, it's a different color on this end. So you can see the top of the deck here is black, but if we go down here to where the ATS logo is, it's actually silver to tie into the rest of the color scheme. Very nice accent. These guys are pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie, I am super hyped to see Dirt Scoots making a comeback, and if you guys are too, like the video and let us know. Whew, and just like that, that is it for this episode of What's New in Scootering. If you guys did enjoy, please let us know by hitting that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, do that as well. If you guys are looking for anything scooter related, make sure to shop TheVaultProScooters.com. If you're interested in me, all my links will be down below as well. And until the next episode, have a great one and have a Merry Christmas if we don't see ya. Peace.